We begin the new year with an awesome team member story, the new podcast debate, green eggs and ham, and an extra day for Horror Nights 30. You are listening to episode 384 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome to 2020. This is the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, and with me, I have Chris.
What up?
I have Tracy.
Hello.
And Lee.
Hello.
And we're kicking off 2020 with a bang, right?
Woo. It feels like so long since it actually has been quite a while since all four of us, because Darren couldn't make the last time we recorded.
No, that's true.
Yeah, and then we had a little hiatus, so...
Mm-hmm. So it's been quite a while.
Not for the show. We always make sure you guys have content.
We missed a week.
Did we?
Yeah, New Year's Day should have been... New Year's Eve should have been a show.
Oh, yeah.
But we never put one out on that, and I thought everyone's going to be anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They were but not
I'm
where you went.
I'm normally more prepared than I was this year. But you'll figure this. I think we missed a week last year, actually, as well.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Right. It's pretty
We'll make
rare.
up for it on this episode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it must be like 8 weeks since the last time all four of us have got together then.
Wow.
Well, to record a
Yeah, to
podcast
record.
anyway.
Yep. It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Oh, we're going to make up for it this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's just leave it there.
We got to daily shows.
Do you know what? It's funny enough.
Do not even joke.
It has crossed my mind at times.
What?
But anyway, I'm always looking at new ways.
I do like to see you at some point. I mean, not too often, but at some point.
Coaster Radio can do it. I'm damn sure we can.
Lee, hold that thought. Remind me of what you said after the show. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Tracy,
Oh, yes.
you want to start us off with some New Year babies?
I will. Yes. We've got 3 producers' birthdays.
Well,
for this half of the month, you never let me finish a bloody
what I was
sentence.
actually going to say was...
It's probably more, and
We
he's forgotten
hope
them.
we've only got 3.
True.
I'm hoping 2020 is the year of me not forgetting birthdays.
Lee's still putting these together, so.
You know
I'll
the meme
complain.
of that little boy where he really doesn't look impressed at all? And he
What
looks
you
like
need to do-
dead inside. That's the look on my face at the moment.
What you need to do is just add... He'll cream in his... Just add Jeff Roids. Just add Jeff Roids to everyone, because he's the one I normally miss. So at least that way we'll get him. You are,
Right.
Darren.
Oh, I was just going to say, Trace looks like the kid that cooked the cup of noodles in the microwave without the water.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. It's just like,
Oh, that, yes. Flared nostrils.
Oh, yeah. This 36-year-old still knows how to meme. What's up, fellow kids?
right, moving on to the birthdays. Right, on the 7th of January, we have Chris Screw's birthday. Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Sorry, I forgot we do that after all
Been
of them.
too long. And then the 15th of January, we have the lovely Susie Scott's birthday. Happy birthday, Susie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Seekender winner.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we also have Samantha Singh's birthday on the 18th of January. Happy birthday, Samantha.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And also happy birthday, Jeff Roids, just in case. Happy birthday!
You know that's going to be
Happy birthday.
the standard joke for the 2020. Happy birthday, Jeff Roids, even if it isn't.
Hope you all have lovely days and get lots of cake and presents.
Yes. And would you like
Cake,
two
yes, please.
people from the UK and 2 people from Florida to say happy birthday to you?
Not us.
Well, that happens and more if you join us at the Producers Club.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And of course, you can email us at uupproducers@gmail.com. That's UUOP producers. There's 2 P's in there.
There is.
PP, at gmail.com for more information.
Because there's people joining all the time, actually. It's quite crazy.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About half of them actually want to join the Producers Club.
No press
The
gagging going on
other
here.
half are actual producers of movies and stuff. And they're like,
Oh, so Darren has actually been looking at who's been trying to join the Producers Club this week, because you're right, most of them have been.
Yes, and a large amount of them.
Like a weird amount over the course of a couple of days.
Yep.
Yeah.
They all are.
Really strange.
Must be loads.
Yes.
Okay, that's very odd.
Yes, and we are going to continue with the new here because we have a new podcast debate.
We do.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's very exciting. It's got me on the edge of my seat.
So our last one was which voodoo do you do? And that was a really popular one. People really enjoyed doing that. We were trying to come up with something else, and we're like, we need something that's affordable. We don't want to have like, what's your favorite meal at a restaurant?
Yeah.
That everybody's gonna have to spend $17 multiple times to try to pick out their favorite.
Yeah, we don't want people to have to splash out.
Yeah, well, because I know we've done butterbeers before, and like we thought about like wizards out, but then alcohol kind of rules people out as well.
It rules families out.
Good.
Yeah,
Underage people.
and then we looked at the canolos,
And
and Darren said apparently they never have them.
alcoholics.
Yeah, they either don't have them or they have like one. So
Yeah.
Green eggs and ham was the obvious one, but we don't know how long it's going to be open at this point.
or when or what time or what.
Yeah.
I thought about Hot Dog Hall of Fame, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just the next logical step.
Yeah.
everyone.
So any of the other reasonable ones we'll keep under our hat maybe for next year.
Yeah.
But those ones were all just crazy. So Chris has a favorite episode of the show. It's
do.
episode 180.
yeah.
There's one
got me
random
hooked
person
right
listening
away.
now goes, I know what that episode is. I know what this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. If you don't, pause it really quick and go look at it because that'll be funnier than me just saying it. So go ahead and do that. All right, you're back. Cool. Hilarious, right? It's the bathroom episode.
Yes, it is.
Top 5 bathrooms.
Oh, man.
Top 5 bathrooms.
I am flushed with excitement for this.
Will you behave?
So we're having fun with this one. Only bathrooms inside of Islands of Adventure or Universal Studios Florida are allowed.
Yes.
So none of your City Walk bathrooms. I'm
No.
sorry. I know the one as soon as you get there before security is probably a lot of people's favorites,
Yeah.
especially if you drive hours to get to the park.
Yes.
But no, we're going with in-park ones.
Yes.
You want to think about all your favorite criteria. Is the atmosphere good? Think of the smells, the
Splash zone.
Will you please?
Why the paper roll is?
Did you really not expect us to really?
No, us, it's you.
Not just me. Not just me.
So we would like you to record it, preferably from your favorite bathroom. Extra points if you do. We got to hear the echo. Trust me, everybody knows when you're in the bathroom. We know.
Yeah.
And we're calling this one,
Gotta have a good name.
Which Lou Gets Your Poo? If you want to be a little less crazy with it, you can say, which Lou do you poo in? But which Lou gets your poo sounds so good.
Yeah.
And you can start the recordings off saying, this Lou gets my poo,
Yes.
and then go on.
Even if it wasn't a poo.
And I will give a special appreciation to anyone who wants to record theirs during.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh my god! I have just
Someone out there
realised.
will.
I have just realised we have the potential for crossovers. We could get real spews.
It's not really the same. Yeah.
Come on,
Oh, stop. Stop.
he's being too literal now.
You are.
Mhm. But there are some special bathrooms at Universal. I'll just leave it at that.
We did a whole
Yes.
episode on it.
Yes, go back and listen to 180, and maybe that'll jog your memory.
I'm actually going to go back and listen to it now to refresh mine because I don't even know what my top 5 was.
I hear it once a month.
Maybe it'll get things moving for you.
Hey!
Oh my God, please.
There you go, Tracy. I'm with you.
I appreciate
Side
it.
by side, you could say.
But no, like taking it a little bit more seriously, I am
Why?
sorry. It's something that everyone can participate in, and that was where we came to from this one. What? Oh my God. But it is. Everyone goes for this in the parks.
I've just
Yeah, even if you don't have to go, it's just fun to hang out in,
Yeah.
Love hanging out in bathrooms.
there's
Saying
Saying
just
hi
too
to
many
people
things
when they
going
come
through my
in,
head. Yeah.
shaking hands.
I'm going to shout out to Rich Cotter because that's where I met him for the first time in a men's bathroom in Universal Studios, Florida.
There's a name for
Yeah.
that.
He had no
It
clue
was
who
really-
I was. That was the funniest thing.
He should have waited for you to finish, but I'm just saying.
He was washing his hands. I was just I was just going into the bathroom. I was not entering. Darren, where can they send them to?
Yeah.
Well, you can send those over to podcast at uuopodcast.com.
Oh, we should have it. We should.
Is this restricted solely for poo?
No.
Or
It
are we
should be
opening this up to
Poocast.
weeing as
Anything.
well?
UUO Poocast.
Anything.
Because we could always
No.
save the segment which we brings you glee for next year, but we can just bunch
I
them up
think we
together this
should.
year.
Because I think a year of this might
I
be
mean-
enough.
And hey, if you have another fun rhyming name that you came up with, Dr. Seuss style,
Uh-huh.
throw it at us.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that'll be a fun part of this one, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If party recording. Yeah, that'll be
Creative,
funny.
Which
clever,
seat is a treat?
funny.
And if we like it, we'll call the segment that for that
Awesome.
episode. So
Love it.
How about
Yes.
that?
Perfect.
I've just had a brilliant one.
See, we're brainstorming
Love it.
live. This is great. All right. So while we all go and contemplate our favorite bathrooms, maybe in our bathrooms, let's listen to Seth with some little things.
Hi, this is Seth Kabursky from the Unofficial Guides, and I'm here with the very first look at all the little things that are new around the Universal Orlando Resort for 2020. I hope you all had a happy and safe New Year. Here in Orlando, the holidays are wrapping up at Universal Orlando as I am recording this. I managed to take one last trip to the park and complete my holiday tree hunt and getting my free Minion ornament, which was a really nice freebie for Universal to give away to its guests this season.
Oh, pretty cool.
Let's
actually.
start right
to
outside
be-
of the resort
it had to be
on
Minions.
Kirkman Road, where I was hoping to be able to report that the pedestrian overpass had finally opened up. However, as of the 4th of January, that pedestrian bridge, though seemingly complete, is still closed to access. And before we enter the
Pedestrians
parks,
are dying by the hour.
the fresh produce store has now closed, and the Peak store right next door is having a red tag discount sale. This is all part of a yet unannounced new retail project that is coming to City Walk. Let's head inside
No one
Universal
wants
Studios
lettuce at a
Florida,
theme park.
where leftover props from Halloween Horror Nights and Christmas have recently shown up in the Williams of Hollywood prop shop. If you are looking for a life-sized arcade machine from Halloween Horror Nights 29, you want to act quick and bring $3,000 with you. In other good news for Halloween Horror Nights
hey, Lord.
fans, the Kids Own Pizza Company stand was open throughout the holiday season selling pizza fries. Hopefully it will remain open past the busy season and continue offering the fan favorite snack year-round.
I hope so.
But
Then
in
I
less
might get
happy
'em.
snacking news, the chocolate-dipped
I
waffle
knew that
cart
last week.
in the New York area has been converted to a simple hot dog cart.
But-
And I had the pleasure of riding Escape from Gringotts during the busy holiday season. It was the first time I have seen the express queue routed outside into the extended outdoor queue. If you have Express, don't panic. Even though the line looked awful, it was actually only a 30-minute wait, even though standby was posted at 90 minutes. The key is that the merge point between standby and Express on busy days like this is moved outdoors, and guests are then diverted into the lockers after they've merged. That means that once
Oh,
you
just
pass the
don't.
merge point, you'll be straight through the bank lobby and onto the ride quickly. Arcade fans might be happy to know that the recent Centipede Chaos machine has been installed in the arcade in New York at the exit of Revenge of the Mummy. This machine debuted at the recent IAPA convention and is also accompanied by some new claw machines. All right, we're going to hop over to Islands of Adventure, but be aware that you won't be able to do that on the Hogwarts Express on January 16th. The ride that connects the two parks is having a one-day refurbishment on the 16th, but will be back open the next day. Speaking of Islands of Adventure refurbishments, Jurassic Park River Adventure is going down for refurbishment January 6th through 24th. Rumor is that we might not see any major improvements to the show itself, but there will be some reworking done on the queue to accommodate other changes coming to the land. Small change I noticed over at Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey during the holiday season. Guests using Express and Single Rider were once again routed through the front of the castle instead of being sent through the forest to the left side. This is the way that all guests used to enter the attraction before the pathway was diverted off to the side in preparation for a new locker system which has yet to materialize. Next door in the Lost Continent, I'm excited to report that Mythos has recently updated its menu. It's added a delicious seared lamb chop dish, which I highly recommend. And even more exciting, there is a unadvertised 5-course chef tasting menu, which includes an amuse-bouche, your choice of a soup or salad, a beef fillet or wild salmon, a truffle risotto,
the super salad,
and
please.
a berry compote dessert.
Amazing.
And of course, that line may change, but the price is only $50, which is a great deal for that much food in that restaurant. No word right now if this is a permanent addition or just a short-term deal that you'll want to jump on now. And finally, over at Seuss Landing, I took a ride on the High in the Sky Seuss trolley train ride. The marquee outside the entrance to the ride is still missing. It was removed for a refurbishment a while back and has not yet returned. So I'll keep an eye out for you if that does reappear. That's going to close out this first edition of All the Little Things for 2020. I'm Seth Kaburski, author of The Unofficial Guide to Universal Orlando. You can find me on Twitter at TheUGSeries. And I'll be back in a couple weeks with more little things from around the Universal Orlando Resort.
There's too many there. I can't remember.
I know,
them all. He used to include notes along with
There's
these.
one thing, actually, I'm going to pull up that he didn't mention in there that, Darren, I know you can talk about. And that's the introduction of the annual pass holder entrance.
Yeah. I felt so bougie. It's like all the way to the left-hand side of both parks, so Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. The leftmost entrance has a like a stanchion kind of thing set up with a very fancy UOAP cover on there. So yeah, very clearly delineating you from the rest of society.
Did it feel like doing an RIP tour at Horror Nights?
Yes, at Universal. Actually, we started over at Islands of Adventure, went through there smooth. There's actually a considerable wait when we got there, so it was nice to be able to just cruise to the side, and there was nobody in the pass holder line, so it worked perfectly there. At Universal Studios, there were more people in the pass holder line, I think, than any of the other lines, but we still did it just for fun because we thought, it kind of evens out because they know what they're doing in the pass holder line, so you don't have to worry about anybody trying to find tickets or doing anything like that.
Yeah.
So even with more people in there, you tend to get through.
Yeah,
faster,
there's nothing worse than getting to those turnstiles with a family in front of you that have got A4 pieces of paper all folded up, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, and they've got like Disney tickets and
for Paris.
Yeah,
Lines based.
Disneyland California.
So it's nice to have that there, and then they've also removed the I don't know, what do you even call those? Like at
the actual
stanchions where you have to push through. Yeah, they don't have those anymore. You just walk it right through, which is so much nicer.
Yeah.
So
anything that aids getting into the parks is a thumbs up in mine, because it's one of the worst bits of getting in. Like when you've gone through the hub and gone through security, which we didn't have to deal with last time, luckily enough, but we will do this time, and then get to the parks and then have to go through all that rigmarole as well. Anything that can implement to make that smoother is it can only be good.
Yeah. I will say security, even when it looks bad, is super fast in the main hub.
We haven't done it yet.
Like they do a really good job of pushing.
We literally have not done that yet, because when we came out in 2015, it wasn't a thing, and then this time, obviously, we stayed at the Royal Pacific, so we didn't have to. I'm not looking forward to it.
And that'll be good.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what else. You're right, Seth. There's just like a million things, and you can never.
You can't keep up.
Me and Chris have said it before. You keep thinking, I'll mention that, and I'll mention that, and then by the time you get to the end, you're like, what was I going to mention again?
Yeah. So I was trying to throw it all out during time.
Yeah, because you did the scavenger hunt. Both of you did the scavenger hunt, didn't you, for the Christmas tree?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish it was just like a Universal ornament and not a Minions ornament. Yeah, I'm tired of Minions, man.
You and Andy are going to be best friends again, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. Like they didn't have to give you anything for it, but yeah, I get it.
It's free.
Exactly. But they just had the other scavenger hunt with the minions, and the prize was a minion related thing, like the magnets. So it was just like I wish it was something different. But
Yeah.
I'm sure marketing, that all goes together. So
I want some Fast and Furious ornaments.
yeah, right.
Like Vin Diesel
right.
head.
Oh, you know, when we go back in February, when we ride Fast and Furious again, we need to go in that gear shop and see if there's a Christmas ornament. Second favourite ride in the park.
They sell a wrench in there. I mean,
You could make one.
multi-purpose. You can use
absolutely.
it for anything.
Pop a strap, you're good to go.
All right, Chris, you want to tell us some good news about Horror Nights?
Absolutely. I mean, we hadn't even broken into 2020 yet, and we're talking about Horror Nights, so we're good.
Yeah.
Universal Orlando quietly added an extra day to Halloween Horror Nights 30. They had originally announced they would run from September 10th through October 31st. Now they sneakily added an extra night on November 1st. So get a little bit of extra spook on.
I wonder why that is. Like, you could understand if they'd started running up to the event and started to see the amount of tickets that were selling and go, I think we better. But like a couple of weeks after announcing the dates, when nothing's gone on, nothing's happened, and they didn't even announce it. It was only because someone was on the website and noticed that, November 1st on there now.
Probably because that then rounds off the weekend, because November the 1st is Sunday.
Do they normally end it on a Sunday night?
I don't know, but just rounds off the weekend, doesn't it?
When did it end?
I think they normally do end it on a Sunday.
I think actually this year, didn't it? Wasn't it a Saturday night?
I honestly don't know. I was not there, unfortunately.
Well, they just
What did it run till?
it just ended January 1st, so it just seems like that.
Saturday was the 2nd of November. After Halloween.
Maybe it was Friday. Or wait. Oh gosh.
Oh, we did our homework for this segment.
No, we didn't.
We
It
never
ran
did.
from the 6th of September to November the 2nd.
Yep,
So it was Saturday night, yeah.
Interesting.
So
But it seems strange why they would announce the dates first off and actually physically announce them and then add this on with and not say anything about it. It just seems a bit odd.
Do we
I thought
know
it
that
was kind of cool that final night was going to be
Yes.
Halloween.
What were you going to say, Chris?
I was saying, do we know the total night count of open nights?
I don't know whether they announced it, did they? I think they just give the actual opening and closing dates.
Yeah.
No,
Did
they
they?
did.
I don't know whether they did, you know.
It's always part of their marketing, like 80 million nights.
Every night, forever.
41?
40, I'm only counting 40.
Well, the 41 with the second.
1, 2, 3. No, it's the first, not the second.
No, the second. I thought they said they
No,
added
the first. They've
that's
added the
sorry.
first on.
The first.
Yeah, so there's 40
Getting
nights.
mixed up. 40 nights.
It's like, was it Arabian Nights or something like that?
I
That'd be the
don't know.
theme. There you go. There's your theme this
There's
year.
going to be an Aladdin house.
Talk about a scare actor burnout.
Yeah,
That is,
that's a long run.
I know, talking to scare actors last year that a lot of them got burnt out because apparently,
Yeah.
because they have so many first team actors and then they have something like 200 on reserve because because that many go in and after the first couple of weeks just can't handle it.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I had the season pass for Busch Gardens last year, and I was kind of excited to see the last night there because I've never been to a last night of any of these events. Because I've heard they kind of go off script and have fun with things. And we went and saw everything and did all the houses. And the only thing that happened on last night is they closed some of the houses early because all the actors left.
Yeah, we were watching View from the Cheap Seats, and he closed out Horror Nights in Rob Zombie. Hellbilly Deluxe, and it was awesome.
Yeah, sometimes they like one time all the characters brought cereal into one of the houses and they were throwing cereal at the guests. Like it was like serial killers. So they all had like Lucky Charms and different stuff. And yeah, so they were like they sometimes go real crazy. And the last show of Bill and Ted was always completely off script.
Yeah.
And like way racier than the other ones. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they still. I was excited for that to happen on Halloween night, awesome. At the same time. So
yeah, it's an interesting decision for them to make.
Yeah,
because Halloween lands on a Saturday. Like that's the end. You would like that,
Yeah, I'm gonna say second or third week is probably your best bet. That's your UUOP insider knowledge. Don't tell anybody else. Because then the crowds haven't ramped up all the way, and they've gotten the first week or two, hopefully, under their belt, especially operations. And
you can buy Rush Beer passes, which is way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We got chastised for it enough. It wasn't my decision. And we haven't really got our decision for this year either. It is when it is.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. But hey, more is always better, right?
Yeah.
For us, anyways. The consumers.
Makes no odds for me.
But, I would still plan it if you're doing it in, if you have the option to plan a time, I would still go earlier on in the event.
The thing at this point then is for the people who are buying the ultimate frequent fear, it just gives you an extra added night for your price.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can't grumble at that.
Nope.
No, it's always
so, Mr.
good.
Tom Brino, you get an extra night, buddy.
Yeah.
And when you do that, and when you do something like that, you get a chance to see it over like the beginning, the middle, and the end of the event.
The evolution of it.
You kind of get to see an evolution every year, and it does.
Because we've noticed it just over we noticed stuff just over the course of like a week.
Yeah.
When we were over last year, and the same in 25 for that matter. The big one was the Purge House that we all know was supposed to be Scream, but we saw things change in the course of a couple of nights
overnight,
in that house. Yeah.
Yeah, well, when you put the house together a week before the event starts.
Building it out during the event.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick break, and when we'll be back, Tracy will spew on all of us.
Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, our services are completely free to you. We don't just do Universal, we can do Disney, we can actually do anything. I don't know if anybody knows that. We can do anything. We can book absolutely anything, and it's super easy. We have a website. Just go to mouseandmuggle.com, and we have a link there for a free quote request. You just fill it out. That email comes straight to me, and either Robin or I will handle it, or if we're a little bombarded, then we'll send you off to one of our expert agents. But we'll take good care of you. So reach out to us at any time.
And we're back. Tracy, we're ready.
Brace yourselves.
I'm not in the splash zone.
Hi there. Alex at Monsters Cafe is the best.
Cool.
My fiance and I are locals, so we visit often, and we always make sure to stop in to see if Alex is there. On one of our first visits there, he actually took us around the restaurant and gave us a tour of the memorabilia and telling us backstories of the rooms and whatnot.
Awesome.
Yep. He always helps us with any issues we have and solves them immediately. Excellent. We also have seen him walk around all the tables to check in to make sure their visit is going well. Thanks for having a segment dedicated to Universal Orlando team members. They really are the best around. From Rachel Callahan.
You're the best around. No one's ever gonna keep you down.
You really like singing, don't you?
I like that song, actually. I can't think what it's from, but I like it. It's in some film. I feel like it's a Van Damme film, but I'm not sure.
Anyway, back to the S.P.E.W of our podcast about Universal, not movies. Yeah.
Might have been a Universal movie.
Every establishment needs an Alex.
Yes. That is,
it's always so much better when you have somebody there that knows what they do and knows everything in and out and can show you around.
Yeah,
like
and when that means that somebody is going back repeatedly, it's probably telling everybody to go there as well and to seek out Alex.
I think I'm trying to
really
think
good.
On our trip. Every server we came across, I mean, we were in, it shows you that I don't know whether it was because we went in there that often or like the guy behind the counter in the Today Cafe was like, oh, you were in here the other day.
Yeah.
You were like, yes, we were.
Yeah.
In fairness, we did go in there a lot.
We did.
But like Andrew in Big Fire
he was
awesome.
amazing. He took all the crap I gave him and gave it back. I loved him.
The guy in Antahitos, I can't remember his name now. He was fantastic as well.
Shout out to Janet Finnegan's. What up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the team members who work in the restaurants and stuff are second to none.
Yeah. It tells you something that we're at a theme park which usually has a very high turnover, for those kind of things. If people stay there for long enough, they usually go up to management and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's about the love of the place. And I feel like if I started there, I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I'm not very good at managing people. Let me stay here and know everything there is to know about the park.
Yeah.
So that is awesome that people like Alex are there.
I'm going to go for a tour next time at Monsters Cafe. Ask for Alex.
Because we've said it before, I think you're starting to find now over the last 10 years or so that everyone wanted to work at Disney, and I think it's swing a little bit more over into Universal. People want to work there as much as they want to work at Disney now. I think Disney's losing that sort of halo around its head. They're
losing their edge in a lot of departments.
They're the company that everyone wants to work for.
Yeah.
But...
Well... When you have exposés like the Sentinels that's currently going on right now about the Disney employees sleeping in their cars, kind of takes the shine off of it.
That's why you think like Universal came out when they announced Epic Universe and said they will be paying their staff, was it like $15 an hour or something?
Yeah.
That they're already setting that expectation there, which is great.
And I'm just going to throw this one out here. I have a S.P.E.W of a different variety.
Anti-S.P.E.W.
Like an actual bad S.P.E.W.
No, I think it needs to be put out there, Darren. I think it ties into something that happened to us on the Weekender, and I think it's something that, I'll be honest, I'm slightly concerned about.
Yeah, to have it happen 2 times to our group, it's odd. And obviously I'm not your average theme park goer, so I'm very understanding, and I know how these things go, so I know the process usually. So anyways, let's get into it. I rode the Mummy on this past Saturday night, right before closing, and ridden it 100 times. They've got really hard stops in there. People probably get slight injuries on it all the time, to be honest. But I just took one of the stops bad. I don't know which one it was exactly, but I think I cracked or broke one of my ribs. At least bruised it. So it was pretty bad. And when I got off the ride, I was hurting pretty bad. So we went into the gift shop, and I told the cashier at the gift shop that, I was kind of hurting from the ride, from the walk down there. And she's like, well, we can call the medics. I don't know how long it's going to take to get here. The park's closing in half an hour or so.
That shouldn't make a difference.
But we can call them. She's acting like she'll do it, but giving me 1,000 caveats at the same time.
Yeah, I'll do it if you really want to push me to do it.
It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be options, and I don't care what time the park's closed. If somebody's hurt, somebody's hurt.
Yeah, it shouldn't be down to you. Do you want me to do it? It's like, we are doing this.
Which makes you feel bad at the same time, too. It's
no, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
all right, are you going to keep us here?
Yeah,
really?
If you're that type of person, you're going to go, oh, okay, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, no, don't call the medics, whatever. I'm going to walk out and leave. So we went and got our stuff out of the locker, and we were walking out of the park because it was just about 10 o'clock closing time. So we were walking towards the front, and I was like, you know what, this is still hurting really bad. Let's go to guest services and talk to them. So went to guest services, and I don't want to say anything. It's almost closing time, but there was nobody in there waiting in line, surprisingly, for guest services. And the 2 people that were working there were sitting on the desk when I came in, the low desk they have there, just sitting chilling. And we walked in, and I was like, I think I got hurt on the Mummy ride. And they're like, go to first aid. And literally like that. Go to first aid over there. Not, oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah, we don't want to know you go there.
Like that. Your basic guest service stuff, let you know a little secret. I do customer service as my main job, and I have for 18 years. So it's a big deal for me, and I kind of know how those things go. So went over to first aid. First aid tells me that, it could be muscular or possibly trapped gas.
Of course.
That was another possible option. Yes, after you get a violent stop on a theme park ride, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. So no, it wasn't. And here we are a few days later, recording, and it's still hurting really bad. Haven't gone and got an x-ray because my doctor told me that basically the treatment is the same no matter what. So unless I can't breathe or, I'm swelling up or something horrible, that we're not going to do x-rays. But I just thought it was kind of odd to go to 3 different places there and not get any report done, any assistance, and not even like, I'm not expecting like an apology or anything. I don't want anything from them like that. I just want to get taken care of because I was hurt.
Yeah.
Like we said, Darren, when you told me about it at the weekend, we haven't done for a while, but we always used to cover those stupid injury reports that the theme parks used to put out, and we used to joke all the time that the random crap that they used to put in there, it's like a 56-year-old man complained of short breath and dizziness after getting off Forbidden Journey, and you're like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And
hurt trigger finger.
And then something like this where they're just like, off you pop, lad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with Tracy. I don't know whether we talked about it on the show during the weekend or actually of getting off Fast and Furious. It kind of broke down at the end and we stopped
violent stuff
hard. And you smashed your knee off.
Smashed my knees up, yeah.
I wasn't with you because I know that you and Darren went to see them at the front, didn't you?
We got laughed. Basically, we got laughed at, didn't we, Darren, as we walked away, leaving the ride. That's what made us go at the front.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, it was crazy.
Something wrong with the attitude there because
it's so like
customer safety is paramount.
Yeah, it really is.
Mm-hmm. It's like when things are good there, it's really good, and when they're bad, it's really bad there.
I mean, thankfully, the bad is few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's something. I don't want to be preachy. I don't want to say we're bigger than we are because I know we are. But we have a forum that this can be put out there and hopefully affect some sort of change. Darren, you're doing the right thing. You're getting in touch with, you've emailed them. Mm-hmm. You've let them know that it's happened. You've done as much, if not more, than you really should have done.
Somebody should have taken details from an insurance standpoint. What if Darren had collapsed? What if he did have a broken rib that moved?
Punctured his lung and away you go, It happens.
This happens, details should have been taken.
I don't, like you've said, I don't give it crap that it's end of the day, whatever. You're still, as long as that park's open, you're still on the clock.
Yeah. You took as far as $115 for me to be there today, so.
Yeah. And I said this earlier, I mean, not that Darren, I'm not saying anything, but as lawsuit happy as this country is, you would think that they would kind of try to take care of you and make sure that, hey, everything okay? Not just
even
if they're not bothered about you, just to cover themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, just having a record of it. You would think that they would need that.
Yeah. So to be fair to them, I emailed them today, not too long before we started recording. So give them more of an opportunity to respond to me. And, next time we record, I'll give you an update, to be fair, with any results that happen.
I know from talking to people that when they put things right, they're usually pretty good at what they do, but we shall see. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. And again, I'm not looking for anything. I'm just like...
Just acknowledgement.
Yeah. And a change in their policy to make sure that all that stuff's accounted for. Because we had a recent injury at Busch Gardens as well with Nina, and it was totally different how that was treated, and it was a minor in comparison, I would say, like a cut on the outside of her leg compared to possibly an internal injury that could be devastating if it was bad. So I don't know.
So strange, and again, it's. We don't want to take away. I know we've kind of done it on the end of that spew. We don't want to take away because there are fantastic team members there.
Yes.
But I think it needs to be highlighted that for whatever reason, there are people that aren't doing what they should be doing.
Yep. So, we'll give you everything here, right?
Yeah, I think we've got to be honest. It's one thing we've prided ourselves on since we started. If we like something, we're going to gush about it. And if we find something we don't like, then we're going to call it out.
Mm-hmm. And on that note, let's talk about green eggs and ham.
Very good segue. But I'm going to go in the corner and cry now.
Chris and Alexa and Nina and I all got together. A rare occasion. It's awesome. Well, we were able to do that. But yeah, we got together and we got to check out something new too at the same time, which was green eggs and ham at Islands of Adventure. Tater Tot City.
delicious.
You guys, right?
I refuse to take part in this.
I liked everything except for one thing.
I think I know what Darren's going to say.
I liked everything. One of the things that you liked, I was not a huge fan of, but it was not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what we got so we kind of got a couple things, right?
You got all of them.
Got the buffalo
chicken. You get all of them, barring the s'mores.
No, we missed the other one too. There's
like actual green eggs and ham.
We didn't get that one. I don't think that one would have beat the ones that we got, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The buffalo chicken. We did the hoo hash. We did the pizza or the
what do they call that one?
It's pizza tots. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it, right? Because we didn't get the Nutella one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was it. Those 3.
So you got 3 out of the 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the buffalo chicken just was like out of hand. It's amazing. It's delicious. I wish there was more chicken on there, but that's just me. I like the sauce. It all comes together really well. And Darren, I think your favorite was
the pizza tots. Yeah. Yes, but I could go either way. The buffalo chicken ones were really good as well.
Yeah.
The hoo hash, I hate it.
Really?
Oh man,
why?
Awful. To me, awful. I hate ham. It's not ham, but I hate ham. Just so you know, like cubed ham, like any like thick cut ham. I hate.
Is it a texture thing or?
Yeah, it is. It's got to be because I like pork. I like smoked pork. Like stuff like that. Shredded pork on sandwiches, like a Cuban sandwich, stuff like that.
But
awesome.
Ham is softer and.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Slimier. Exactly. Sausage, bacon. It's like kind of the closest thing to human flesh that you can eat. So
I wouldn't know. I will take your word.
If it's your favorite thing,
Darren, you want to confess something? I ate his kidneys with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Darren Lecter here.
I'm just saying, like looks alone, that looks pretty bad.
Okay.
But no, I mean, I'm not a big fan of ham. It's not ham. It is.
No, it wasn't.
It is. What is it? The corned
beef hash.
Corned beef.
Yeah, you see, we've had this because your corned beef is entirely different to ours.
That's not corned beef. If this is your corned beef, then
no, it's not. It's entirely different. Ours is.
I'll bring some in February.
Strange, honestly. We won't be allowed to take.
Oh, we'll be able to take it in.
Cubed. Okay. I don't think it would be possible to put the real deal, like in a cube shape. Because because of like how the cooking process and everything.
That cube corned beef.
I mean,
anyway,
aside from just getting it, I mean, one of the main reasons why was to get the hoo hash can.
Yeah.
So, but we wanted to give it a try. And side tip, you don't have to get the food inside the can. You can ask for it separately in a different plate. So in case you want to take it back home, you don't have to be a weirdo like I was and everybody else there washing a can inside the bathroom.
We're eventually going to have like a separate like sink there. It's like just for can washing.
Yeah, it's so weird to eat it out of the can too. It does not spread well. Like you have it spread out on a plate. Cool. You have it in a can. It's like this weird mushing of things when you're trying to scoop up.
But I seem to remember watching that live video and you said it was actually better when it was all mushed down the bottom, if I remember rightly, Chris.
The bottom, where it was like full of cheese. Yes.
Well, yeah, because it's like just liquid cheese basically and mush up tots.
Exactly, yeah. But like I also really enjoyed eating like the buffalo chicken. Like you can actually get like piece and piece. Like a piece of tot, piece of chicken, all that stuff. Get a little bit of everything. Get a good bite going in there. With the hash, you can get a great bite, or you can just get some like crumbled up tater tots.
I'm still good with that.
This is what gets me, right? If this is only temporary, they've gone to a lot of effort because they've actually made a vessel, a tin with an actual label on it.
Temporary. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting the impression that it's temporary. Like they made signs. Like
I have.
They put a lot signs. They didn't just open up like a spot and had the same food that you can get anywhere else in the park. It's unique food. Like Darren said, it's signs. They made a can specifically for it. Obviously,
like Dr. Seuss characters on the sign, like itself, like around the lettering and everything. So it's like it seems like a permanent institution.
I hope so.
I spoke to Seth not that long ago. He said he didn't expect it to stay open that long. Attractions Magazine put a post out when it opened, and the guy that worked on it put a very specific date on it. And in fairness, we're already past that date, but they did say it was only open for a specific time.
But from the queues, they'd be stupid to close it.
I have not seen anybody anywhere that's posted about going there in the annual pass holder group or any of the other groups I'm in that have gone, it wasn't worth it. They might have said, it's a little expensive, you don't get that much, but it's so worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think that might be the one thing that does make it close, to be honest, is the queue. The queue is really bad. It's not set up for the amount of people that are going there, because it was like set up as to be this like little side restaurant that would be open in seasonally. Like they have 2 queue lines, and you kind of go to a third line to pick up your food, and it's just kind of chaotic, and it takes forever for some reason.
But it's also in perfect line of sight. I think they installed a magnifying glass too, because the sun is destroying your body.
Yes,
for these
right.
tots.
Then what I pray to whoever listening, if you decide to close Green Eggs and Ham, just take those tots and just put them in Circus McGurkus. Then just make them available somewhere.
Give people a reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
The other mentality, I mean, it's not the same exact thing, but I see it like, pizza fries were like this exclusive thing for Horror Nights for a while. I know they kind of show up every now and then. Maybe they're kind of doing that same exclusivity of, you can get your Who Hash and all this stuff during Grinchmas seasonal item kind of thing. Again, not the smartest move, but if they do close it and do it just seasonal, that would be them trying to, hype it up for that time of year.
If I can't get those tater tots in February, I'm going to go around every single team member working in Zeus Landing and tell them how annoyed I am. Like I did about not being able to get hot butterbeer in October.
I will go and tell a Grinch.
Yeah, they need more signature foods like that, like destination foods.
Circus McGurkus
and I would say that
terrible. And it should be a destination restaurant, like you said, Darren. It should be somewhere that every family wants to take their kids.
They need to be doing a roast dinner with roast beast.
Like that restaurant is, because I love
extra gizzards.
You know how much I love something in a theme park that interacts with something else, and the fact that you can sit in Circus McGurkus with this high in the sky Zeus trolley train ride goes through it.
I love it in there, just not the food.
The food's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be a smart move to put it in there as well if they do end up closing.
Yeah.
Let's say it's just open seasonal during Grinchmas, right?
That's fine. And then you
put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Put the food over in this other place in Circus McGurkus, and let people get it because they obviously want it. Everybody wants it. The lines are always there. I've never seen it.
Or keep one of them out. Keep your Who Hash, right? All right, I want to try it, but if you want to keep it seasonal,
it should be the green eggs and ham hash that's in that kiosk, and then put the rest in there.
Keep the Who Hash as your seasonal thing for Grinchmas, and put the other ones in there. So at least you've got something that's exclusive, but then give everyone the opportunity to get the others. From a totally selfish point of view.
Absolutely.
And I will say we didn't try the s'mores one, but I saw it on Tim Tracker's video, and it looked
didn't look good.
It was just like a few graham crackers, not even like a pie crust.
Yeah, because that's what he said he expected it to be, didn't he?
Yeah, it's like a starburst pattern of like 5 graham crackers, and then melted marshmallow, and then chocolate sauce, and then like 5 more graham crackers.
I think it's something if you were ever going to...
Or Nutella, not chocolate
and
sauce.
I'm not a fan of that.
If you're going to get that, it's a something you share between a few people, because I can imagine
I'd have a taste
eating
and that'd
that
be
as
enough
one
for
person, like, oh my God, I cannot eat all of this.
No, and definitely not a summer food.
No.
Look at those bagels we had with the Nutella on. And that was
In
way
fairness, we
too
were
much
rushing
Nutella
like hell to
for
get them
me.
down our neck before we did the Behind the Screams tour, but...
So the idea of it drizzled all over something.
Well, see, I don't mind. I like it, but...
No.
Yeah. But I mean, as of today, it's still open. So...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's sometimes from what I heard, I don't know. You talk to team members, and they seem to only know the 2 feet around them sometimes. Not trying to be mean with them, but yeah, we were at the Backwater Bar, and I was like, "Hey, did Green Eggs and Ham open today?" And one guy said no, and then the other guy said, "I think it closed a little early because it started raining." And then I came to find out that it just closed at 5 o'clock because it normally closes at 5. So. And it was open the whole day before that. So,
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays open there, or like we said, the offerings are available elsewhere. We actually brought ours over to Circus Margaricas to eat them because it was hot outside and there was no place to sit. So that's the other issue they have there too, is that you get a really popular restaurant and then you have no seating there.
Yeah, because we ate there 9.
Yeah.
And there was nobody around it, so we got like a table to ourselves, and it was really good. But yeah, it's like you say, it's slap bang in the middle of Zeus Landing, so it's like you can't miss it.
But it's also like on that weird like side thing. I don't know. Like, you can see where it is, but it's like on that like side path that you take to like bypass it.
Yeah, but
I
then
like that.
how many people are passing through there to get to the Wizarding World? Because a lot of people do.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, it'll work out well for them if they keep it going.
It will be very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and I'd like to see like new seasonal stuff added to the menu and stuff. And you can do a lot of stuff with tots.
Yes, you can.
Throwing stuff on there. So.
Oh, it's those buffalo chicken ones. And Chris has just sold it to me, like, totally. I'm just going to...
Yeah, they were pretty awesome.
I'm gonna, like, how I pose for pictures outside Auntie Anne's Pretzels, that's going to be me. Like Nina's picture, Darren, that you sent me, that's going to be me in February, I can guarantee you. Just crying.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yes, our review is the 3.5 thumbs up, I'd say.
Out of 3.
Yeah. Out of 5? 4?
Out of 4? Wow. Yeah, I really hope they do. We should get our listeners just to bombard guest services. Keep it open, at least till the end of February.
Just for the 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the pass holder group, because they know we're all crazy. You got to do it on the real Twitter.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to try it, though.
All
I'm glad
right.
that some of us at least got to try it, and hopefully it'll be open in February and we'll get to check it out.
Something tells me.
Well, I'm prepared for it not to be, so if it is, it's a bonus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap up the show, and we're going to do it like we always do with the Universal Is, but I'm going to hand this one over to Chris.
Thank you, my good sir. So this Universal Is comes from a lovely lady I know and date, Alexa Lorero. And now, if you want to be involved, just send us what you think Universal is in 3 words or less to podcast@uuopodcast.com. And Alexa says, Universal is great.
Cheers.
Cut, print. That's a wrap for another episode of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.